With the rise of ChatGPT and generative AI, it's not just now about data science, but also how can I be more productive in my job.
Everyone has been going on their artificial intelligence journey. Adil, help us understand. You've been a product manager at Red Hat for a while now. What's been your journey to get into the AI piece?
Sure. As a product manager, we have to look at a lot of data. We have a lot of feedback. How can we really incorporate that feedback into the product and how to get access to this information as fast as we can? And this is, I would say, for me was the initial, I did an initial demo of how can we improve product discovery. Product discovery and product management is one of the big pillars. Understanding what problems do we want to solve, understanding the solution space and going after the right solution and the right job to be done has been one of the hardest things to do. And I have been maintaining my own Excel sheet with all the use case and all the jobs to be done and rating them and ranking them. So I said, can generative AI help me in that case? Can I build a tool that allows me to ask a question and get the right use case when I host a model locally on my laptop, right? And so that was the initial set. I did this last year and did demo on that, and I've been using that for discovery since then. That was the trigger for me to get into generative AI.
Yeah, no, that's great. So many people, we start with some tinkering, but how do we get actual productivity out of what we want? You've been working with the CNCF. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So after that, I wanted to explore a bit more and look into the ecosystem. What is there? So there are two sides of the coin here. There is cloud native for AI and AI for cloud native. It's like the Spider-Man looking at each other and it's like duplicate. And along those lines, I've started to join the working group meetings. I started to talk with Upstream. Upstream was great folks, Tag Runtime. And we were like, what should be the next step for the working group? And a white paper was actually the thing that everyone was like, yeah, we should do a white paper. We should highlight the challenges that people are going through with AI, and that is, by the way, the cloud native for AI. So how can the entire cloud native ecosystem with all the complexities and intricacies help guide people to use AI better, to deploy AI better, whether it's training and fine-tuning or inference? And there came the idea. We've been working, I think, for 3 months now on the white paper. And by the way, the white paper has just been released in March 2024. It's called the Cloud Native AI White Paper. This is a white paper that kind of looks at the challenges from the data scientist perspective, from a persona perspective, and then looks at recommendations. What are out there in the ecosystem? What is being developed? How can we, as a working group, help people deploying AI at scale, deploy it better and faster? So this is basically how I started and where we are now.
That's great. Great timing that the paper is now available. Give us a little bit about what you're looking for as we look through the rest of 2024 in your AI journey.
100%. So there is a lot on the roadmap for the working group, for the AI working group in particular. And we're looking not just for the white paper, we're looking at how to make it more tangible for people. So what is the use case? And people usually look at, this cloud native landscape is quite huge. What can I do with it? And so provide some guidance, whether it's through Radar, whether it's through more meetups, whether it's through the Slack channel collaboration and the meetings. So I think the Radar is the next logical step. We're still going to have a lot of chat with a steering committee to also get some ideas about where this can go. But eventually, I think we need to develop a language to talk about AI in the cloud native space. And the paper does that to an extent, but we want to take it further and standardize and streamline the language a little bit so that people are able to converse about AI and the cloud native and what tooling should I use to train my language model for deploying your RAG. Retrieval augmented generation is what RAG is short for. And this is basically, looking after all the tuning and options for developing applications with large language models.
Yeah, well, it's a fast-moving space. Thank you for the updates, and definitely looking forward to seeing what comes out of the group going forward.
Thank you, Stu.